Tomorrow morning, I'll wake up early and exercise. Next month, I'll finally start saving for retirement. We have all told ourselves these lies. It is a remarkably common problem. If you look at what people struggle with, procrastination consistently beats out older vices like envy or greed and runs a tight race with sloth. Look at this chart showing the standard economic model for choices, exponential discounting. It displays a smooth, steady line where we rationally calculate future rewards, assuming our ability to make logical trade-offs stays completely consistent over time. But real people don't actually behave like this. If we did, doing something beneficial next year would mean we'd be even more eager to do it right now. Instead, we delay. Procrastination is a structural glitch in how our brains weigh the value of today against the value of tomorrow. You can see this glitch clearly at your local health club. This chart shows the real cost of a gym contract. Members pay $75 monthly, but by visiting just 4 times, their actual cost per visit is $19. Meanwhile, pay per visit is only $10. If people accurately predicted their own workout habits, nobody would ever sign up for the monthly contract. They'd just pay the $10 at the door. We lock ourselves into these expensive plans because we picture a highly motivated, athletic version of ourselves hitting the treadmill 3 times a week. The extra money we lose each month is the exact price of an ongoing conflict inside our heads. The person we hope to be is constantly being overruled by the person we actually are. Behavioral economists call this tension quasi-hyperbolic discounting, though it's much easier to understand as present bias. This graph illustrates the concept. Look at the flat, stable tail end on the right. When you are asked to choose between a reward 25 weeks from now or a slightly larger reward 26 weeks from now, you act rationally. You can easily wait 1 extra week for a better payoff, but watch what happens when that exact same 1-week delay is offered between today and tomorrow. The curve drops off a cliff. The moment immediate gratification is an option, our rational planning collapses. Researchers tested this by asking people to pick out movies. When asked to choose a film to watch next week, 63% of subjects selected highbrow educational documentaries. But when those same people were asked to pick a movie to watch tonight, 66% of them abandoned their educational plans and chose lowbrow comedies or action flicks. Present bias splits us into 2 distinct entities. Your future self wants to be cultured and healthy, while your present self demands instant gratification. To figure out why we keep falling into this trap, economists divide us into 2 psychological profiles, naives and sophisticates. A naive is completely unaware of their own present bias. They genuinely believe that tomorrow's self will suddenly possess the discipline that today's self lacks, which guarantees they will endlessly put off their tasks. A sophisticate, on the other hand, knows exactly how untrustworthy their present self is and realizes that their laziness needs to be strictly managed. We can see how sophisticates operate in the real world through a classic study conducted on professionals taking executive education courses at MIT. The students were given the option to choose their own deadlines for 3 term papers. Knowing they would procrastinate, a large majority voluntarily chose to space their deadlines evenly throughout the semester, even though missing those self-imposed dates carried a strict 1% grade penalty per day. They understood that deliberately restricting their own freedom was the only reliable way to protect their future selves from the inevitable sabotage of their present selves. Serious tone. If you remain a naive and ignore your own present bias, you become highly vulnerable. Corporate markets are actively designed to exploit this blind spot. Credit card companies build their entire business models around it. They know we will gladly borrow heavy amounts of debt at a 14% average interest rate, simply to satisfy our present self's immediate demands. The most effective way to fight back is to embrace your inner sophisticate by using what economists call commitment devices. A commitment device forces your hand. Take this alarm clock, for example. It is specifically engineered to roll off your nightstand and hide somewhere in your bedroom, so you physically have to get out of bed to turn it off. There are even high-stakes financial platforms like Stickit that let you put a binding contract out on yourself. If you fail to meet a personal goal like quitting smoking, the site automatically deducts money from your bank account. Overcoming procrastination isn't a matter of finding more willpower. It's about anticipating your own behavioral flaws and building a trap that your present self simply cannot escape.